Yes, I think now it's completely fine. Now I can hear you guys, and at the same time it's recording. Cool. All right, perfect. Uh,
Cool, great.
yes. Would you,
Guys, my name is Ahmed Elbalough. I am a computer science student at the Libyan University of Human and Applied Science, and I am also currently the GDSC lead in my community here. And I'm so happy to be here with you again. So nice to meet you, everyone.
thank you, thank you, Ahmed, for sorry for the technical difficulties, and thank you for introducing yourself again for the recording. Marwan, would you like to go ahead? Sorry for the trouble.
Yeah, sure. My name is Marwan, but you can call me Kaito. It's my famous name on social media, and also I'm a data science student from the university here in Samraba, and I'm also a GDSC lead here, and I enjoy doing meets like this, and I'm so happy to meet such inspirational people.
Thank you, Marwan. Thank you, and sorry for the
Pleasure is
technical
ours. Thank you.
difficulties again. And I think I'll just do a quick intro again for everyone who's hearing us here. It's always great to have people around who is walking on the same path as you. So I think me as a GDC lead, it's always great to hear people around and just get their experiences, their insights. Are they also having the same issues like I do in everyday journey? And I think because our GDSC from the University of Bahrain is quite new, it's always nice to have people around who has experiences or who is also starting quite new. So we get to share the same experiences, same troubles, issues, and so on. So again, I would like to really thank Marwan and Ahmed to really hop into this call in such a short notice. And yeah, let's just because it's quite different from what we usually do. Our sessions are usually based on a certain topic, IT related or tech related. So it's a completely different concept where we try to bring GDSC leads from different universities, from different backgrounds, and just get to know from their perspective and their point of view. So it's great to have you guys here. So the floor
Thank you
is
so
all
much.
yours.
Thank
I'll
you.
just try to facilitate with few questions from here and there. But again, so I think we can start. And the first question, which I, as a GDSC lead, I think, um, who would like to start, Marwan or Ahmed? Who would like to answer first?
I have no problem if Marwan. Have no
Yeah,
problem.
Marwan, we are throwing you under the bus now.
Okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. I can answer the question.
All right, perfect. Marwan, first of all, I did notice your YouTube channel. So I was
Mhm.
checking out your YouTube and I was searching about you. So kind of stalking, but not really professionally stalking through LinkedIn. So I was like, okay, I saw your YouTube and I was like, okay, and then you just shared your nickname, which is quite cool. So what was your inspiration, or how did you get to know about GDSC?
Okay, so actually, I was like a year ago, I was like a team member of a GDSC, another GDSC in my hometown because now I'm studying in Rabat, which is a city, which is the capital of Morocco. But when a year ago, I was in Agadir, which is my hometown, which is where I am right now. Okay, so here I was studying computer science, my associate's degree, and at maybe at 3 a.m. I was I was browsing my Instagram, and then I found an announcement about that GDSC in your university is now created. Let's join. Okay, so I said, "Oh, GDSC, there's Google there. Okay, sounds good. Let's just join and see what they're up to." And since then, my life has completely changed. I'm not saying this like I'm not exaggerating or something, but it really changed my life because I met great people. There was a lead, which is now my friend. It's called Taha, which is he's named the godfather of GDSC Morocco. I
GDSC.
think,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think I heard him. I heard about him as well.
yes, he's the godfather of GDSC Morocco. So I learned lots of things from him. We shared great experiences, shared great memories. I can even present some slides I have. Just can I
Sure.
do that?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think I did hear about Taha, and I think last year there was some event that he was also organizing or some sort, and I did hear about him. So yes,
Yes, yes, he's a great leader. He's a great guy,
great guy to
and
have.
I'm honored. Yeah, I'm honored to meet him actually. So yeah, this is me, GDSC and Samarabat lead, Marwan, and this is my core team, the best core team ever. Okay, Shayma, Marwan, Ulayya, Tahar, and Isa. They really worked with me throughout this whole journey, and we've done lots of events, some events related technical and non-technical, but we were focusing on like a thing that maybe other GDSCs or like our GDSC in the past, because I was talking with Taha, and I told him like, now that you're finished with your lead-in experience, tell me something that you would like, if you would start over, you would fix it. And then he said content creation. So I we've done my our best to make content creation our first priority, and the outcome was really fascinating, and sometimes it was shocking because it's our first time creating GDSC accounts and GDSC in my new university,
Mhm.
and it reached like 1K. It reached out like great numbers, actually,
Yes. Can I
great
point out
views and
something and interrupt you in the in the middle? I really
yeah,
enjoyed
sure.
your videos. I you guys did some we have for anyone who is hearing us out here, we have a Slack with every leads in the MENA region. So I did see their posts from the Slack, and I was like, especially the videos and the TikTok. I was like, and I think you guys got really good views out of it. I was like, that's a great strategy of using a social media in the best way possible. Especially the videos, I think do so good. So anyone who's planning to be a GDSC lead in the near future or just want to be a core team, I think social media, and then Marwan is already showing the side how it's helping their chapter out is great, especially the
Mhm.
videos. I just wanted to mention out. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that's the thing. We managed to make content creation our first priority because um, I was like thinking and like negotiating with my team. Told them, um, like in imagine we're doing just events. For
Hmm.
example, we're doing events. We're recording the event for 1 hour, and then we post it on social media. People are less likely to watch it all. So why not using like reels or TikToks, which have like 20 seconds to a minute video duration, to summarize that all. And we're planning to actually do that. If we're doing a recording, because the recording is actually necessary for making things are archived and all that. So why not summarizing and taking some clips that are important in the session and make it as a reel and make it as a TikTok, and then it will reach the audience, and then people will know who we are, will know that we are a club of students because uh, in our first last year in our graduation ceremony was like uh, talking to some people, some new joiners, and said, "What is your club, or what is it about?"
I get
And then
this
I
question
said,
so many times.
"Yeah." And then I was like, "My the whole year we're doing events, the whole year we're doing workshops, and now you're telling me what is your club about. So we try to focus like more on content creation because it's the thing that will remain even if the leads change, you know. The leads will change, the teams will change, but the content will remain the same
Okay.
and
Yeah.
will reach to the people and people will benefit from it. So that's our actual take from this, and I hope
It will
um
also break your heart. Like the question that you say, like after doing a session for a whole year, and then suddenly people say,
Uh-huh.
"What is GDSC?" and say me more, and then you're like, you're bombasted. With everything. You're like, "What the hell? I was doing this for so long, and still people still couldn't reach out to so many people." So, yeah, true, true
exactly,
that.
exactly, that's the thing. So we're trying to kind of fix this thing. So as Taha said, we are not here to talk the change. We are the change. This is the most famous quote in 2022, and it never expires. It never gets old. And yeah, so everyone who's uh, who's planning to be a lead, just focus on your sessions, focus on the content on the social media because it plays a huge role in making your content successful and make it reach the maximum number of your community members, and make it fun. You know, if you make it fun, people would dress like that. You know, and yeah, uh, inshallah, may it be filled with some beautiful memories and exponential growth. Because uh, uh, my team members actually, uh, some of them, they don't have like really technical skills because they just got into computer science.
Hmm.
So I tried my best to make them from zero to hero, like from zero experience to well experienced and also content creator, because I made each one of my core team members make a video from that. So I told them to make a script about the concept that they're gonna explain, and then I told them to tailor it based on the audience, to make it fun, to make it sound of kind of fill some memes into it, and then we're gonna post it and see. Okay, if it's uh, if the script is well written and you can present well, it sure is gonna blow up. So
It
yeah,
indeed blow
and
up. It indeed blow up, and we can really see that.
exactly,
I think I always say this to my friends and to people who know me. I always say that if you have the right content, doesn't matter even a single person sees your video, they will reach out to you, or they will, for definitely, if they like it, they will for sure share the content, and we can really see your insights, especially for the TikTok, because I can see the views out of it. It's like, oh my god, the views are blooming. So it's good, it's good.
exactly. So that people would really know what like what do we do as a community, what do we do as a club. So yeah, and also may it be filled with lots of memes. Like we're making memes all the time. Like we we try to make before the event. Here's our strategy. Before the event, we plan the event very carefully, sometimes serious and all that. But during the event, we try our best to enjoy it because the event are not, we're not doing the event for others. We're
Hmm.
not only doing the events for others, for the community, but we're doing it for ourselves also. So as the community, as the other members will enjoy, why not we enjoy as well? So we're trying to put the hard work before the event, and then during and after the event, we'll have fun. And
Blast.
yeah, thank
That's
you very
really good.
much. That's
That
all I
was
have in these slides, and I will give the the talk to Ahmed. Go ahead.
yes, the Ahmed, the
It was actually,
spotlight is yours now.
yeah, it's just like a lot of pressure after Marwan.
Hmm.
Marwan has a very inspirational success story, I would say, and seeing all the progress that he have made, I want to say congratulations, Marwan, for everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Claps
so
Yeah,
for
much,
you.
Ahmed.
Claps
you
for
deserve
you.
a round of applause, to be honest. Yeah.
Thank you. I
To
really appreciate it.
Yeah, to be honest, my journey was a little bit different. It was a little bit difficult at the beginning, but like we have managed to overcome all the difficulties because at the beginning, I would like to start from the beginning how I did first time here about the
Yeah.
GDSCs
Go
and
ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
everything. So my beginning was I was a student at a different university. I was student at it's almost like Marwan. I was studying at Tripoli University, and we had like a GDSC there, but I didn't like understand what is like GDSC, you know, and you know, with it was like a little bit. I was trying to move from the university, so I didn't quite like attend a lot of sessions, but I attend one session, online session, and it was like filled with knowledge and everything. So I feel like a little bit upset, you know, after I had like to move out from the university and everything, because I really wanted to join
It was
like
like
the
you
core
just
team and
it was like
everything.
you just started to get the taste and then you were pulled back. It was like, okay, no, you can continue.
Yes, exactly. And I wanted like to join the core team because it was like a lot of fun, you know, because being able to have a relationship with the people who was like, as you said, had like the same interest, and you know, it is like something else, you know. So after that, I went to a camp. It was like a 2 week camp about like entrepreneurship and everything. But there was like an fellow colleague from University of Sabha, which is like the opposite side of the country. But I was like really lucky to have him because he was like a GDC lead at his university. So we were like talking and everything. So he was like, so he bring up this GDC. And how about his experience and everything, and I was like so excited to hear about it because I had like in my old university, so I wanted to, you know, to learn about everything, you know, how to apply about everything.
It's
So
like you
I was
finally
like,
it's like you finally found your genie, like the lamp in the Aladdin where you you scratch the lamp,
exactly,
you
exactly,
finally find the
exactly,
genie. So it's kind of like
exactly,
that.
exactly. And we were like almost the only two, or there was like another colleague, but we were the only ones who was studying like he was studying information technology, I was studying information technology at my old university. Now I'm studying computer science, but everyone else was like studying finance, you know. They
Business
had like
majors.
another, yeah, another major. So for me, I was like, oh my god, I was not like merciful with him at all. I was like driving him. We were speaking for almost an hour, and I really enjoyed it. And after that, he sent me the link, and he taught me how to make the video, how to answer the questions, and he helped me with everything in the interview and everything. So after that, I got accepted.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was really shocked because my university was almost the only university in my area that doesn't have a Google Developer Student Club, and I was like, but after that, I knew the reason behind it because my university did not allow like student activities, so
Mm.
I got a
So
little
you
bit
already
upset.
had like like we say villain. So your university itself was kind of like a villain at that time for you.
So exactly, and I feel like a little bit disappointed after I got accepted. I could not like start the club immediately, but after like going back and forward with the administration, they finally like accepted to announce the club in the campus in the university. So, and ever since then there was like a lot of student activities. It was like the point breaker. I don't know how to explain it, but everyone was overwhelmed. Although I didn't have like a lot of computer science student in my college, my university. We were like only a few, about like maybe around 100 student.
Hmm.
Um, Not like University of Tripoli, which I had like around of 2000 students studying the same subject, so it was like a little bit hard at the beginning, having people to join to come over, but actually the point where the club has actually started, it was by the beginning of the next semester, because I had the chance to speak at the annual welcoming ceremony or party, or you can call it
Mm, yeah,
something like that.
ceremony. Yes.
So yeah, we had like almost like 300 students there.
Whoa, that's a good
Yeah,
number.
it was like, yeah, it was not like my first um, in-person event, but it was,
S- Still a
300.
good number. Yeah, even though
It's
it's
still,
not the first
yes,
one, still a
it's
good
my
number.
first event only, like it was in my class. It was like programming class. It was in front of 20 students, and there we are like already friends, so it was not hard. But after that, it was almost my first time speaking with such an audience, but it went very, very, very well.
It was like
And
all the hard work was
yeah,
so worth it at the end when you have opportunities like this.
exactly. And ever since the club was, it was like the kickstart for us.
Kickstart.
We had a lot
Mhm.
of members. We had my core team actually got to grow bigger and bigger. At the beginning, I only started with three,
Three
with
people.
three people, yeah, and
Okay.
me and my other two colleagues. But after that, we have eight, and we still actually having people who wanted to join. Who wanted like to learn more about it. So ever since then, it was like progress.
That's nice. I think like the hardship that you went through to just get accepted from the university and all the troubles that you said and you spoke about, I think the end is the brownie points you scored is from the opportunity that you got from the ceremony. I think it kind of attracted a lot
Exactly.
of people. As you said, like 300 people is no joke. And then were you prepared? Were you prepared to speak in front of 300 people? How was it scary or it was okay?
Of course, it was scary. It was like
I can
literally my
I can
hands
see that.
were shaking. I had like a live video who was shared on the university page on Facebook. So after I saw that, I was like, I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even realize how it was.
I can bet that
Yeah.
it was a bad one because yeah,
No, actually, it went actually very well. After I finished, I didn't like it. It had like it hit me. After I finished, it went like to realization. How did I even speak or in front of this amount of people? So it was like for me personally, it was like a big, very big step, because I consider myself an introvert, but after that I started like to, because also it was I was like a new student at the
Mhm.
university, so yeah, it was like a very perfect way to start my my
I think
university
you
life. Yeah,
personally I think you personally needed that push, to break your shell,
yes,
especially
exactly,
what usually happens with
exactly.
students. Also, Marion, you can just feel free to open your mic because it's discussion. So usually what happens is when you are a new student and then, as you said, you came from a different background and then you went to the university, it was new for you, everyone, and you already said you had some hardships there. I think that was a good point for you to like finally understand that okay, you are capable. And I one thing that I noticed in my GDSC is people are introvert. They are introvert people more than the extroverts. Okay, so I consider myself a hype extrovert, like a extrovert to the next level. So it was kind of a shock for me because my friends and my colleagues, most of the people I knew before university, were extroverts. So the moment I joined university, it was, yeah, Jabir says the IT students are introverts.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 they are. So it was kind of difficult for me to navigate, because also the big problem with me is the problem with the language. Before, in the very beginning of the first year, because usually people prefer speaking in their mother tongue Arabic, and I'm not great at speaking Arabic. But after 4 years now, because it's my final year, I finally understand what people are saying. I can totally understand the conversation, and I can put on words from here and there. But I'm not great still. I'm working on it. But I think, yeah, you Ahmed, you did need the push. So I think that that event was a push for you. Not
Exactly. Yeah.
only, yes, go ahead. Not only, like, I think,
No, this difficulties that you have, they are like, in the future they will be part of your story for sure.
for
You
sure.
have to overcome them. Usually, like whenever like you see a trouble, difficulties, you just like have to push back. You have to fight. For me, it was like I was very lucky because GDC community, not only GDC, GDG, because everyone, when I got accepted, they put me like in a Telegram group. So we got like all together. We have to meet up with those leaders. So I told them about like my situation, and to be honest, I'm almost like dropped like on hope, because there was like
Mm.
another lead on she's in her university. They didn't like accept it at all until now. The poor thing,
Oh,
she didn't got accepted.
poor soul.
So yeah, exactly. But for me, I had like to fight back. So I was telling the administration about how great the GDs like GDC is, about like and the letter from Mr. Salim Abed really
Yes,
helped a lot, because they know it's like a genuine thing. And I had like to share like how can it benefit not only the university but the community also, because a lot of people who attend like our sessions, they are not like only like from our university student. Some of them like from other universities. A lot of them just like who people who are interested, in the field. Some of them just like high school students want to learn more, because at the end, what it's really matter is not like it's the people who does matter. It's not only the I what I'm trying to say, the most important thing about a whole experience is the people. And it will be very hard and difficult just to kickstart with all this kind of
problems
I
and
would say
troubles. We got you.
problems and troubles, exactly.
Yeah.
So the administrative, like people in the administration and my colleagues got to understand that. And just like after hearing from more than one student
Mhm.
and more than one colleague, GDC colleague, they have finally accepted my
Now,
my
now,
class.
now they're never going to bother you because you have Google on your side and the 300 attendees. You know,
Of
Yes.
course,
the
yeah, and it's
300 attendees is actually a huge number and will
yeah,
push the administration to do whatever you want.
True.
So
True.
they
True.
really care about
exactly,
these states.
True.
exactly.
I think now
True.
now they are like, okay, finally, we were doubtful in the beginning. We were doubtful if you were able to able to do it or not. But finally, I think after the push and after the engagement of different attendees, and you said like as your social media and other things, and people are attending the session. I think they got their answer. They got their answer from your success. I think that's
Of
what
course.
matters. Also, but now I'm just gonna ask random questions, which I think I want answers from, as a GDSC lead myself. If I put you on the spot, just bear with it. You guys signed up for it, by the way.
It's fine.
Why? Okay, so
You go.
it did happen with me when because our universities, due to the COVID, we were back. everything was offline. Sorry, everything was online. So there was no such events that was happening during the time when I was accepted as a lead. It, like, literally our sessions on campus started from last year September. So it was like when I got accepted, I was kind of blank, because it was 2 years I was in my university, at home, basically studying from home for last 2 years. So I was like, I don't know whom to reach out, whom to say. Or even though I did have an ex GDSC lead who helped me a lot, Salman, his name is Salman, and he really helped all the team members. I was also a core team member for 1 year, and then I applied for the GDSC lead. So he really did help me out in a lot of stuffs. But though things were not quite solved, the issues were not quite solved, like Ahmed, like our, even our universities have certain criterias, whereas you're in university, as you said, like there are the number of students are quite less. For us, the number of student is gigantic, so it's so much. So they don't really give you opportunity unless you are like a legit alleged group, or unless you have some kind of or some sort of sponsorship and so on. So it was quite difficult for me in the beginning to, I don't know. It was like I was blank. Okay, great, I got accepted, but now what? Now I don't know what to do. And I was like, for maybe 3 or 4 months, I was like that, and I was just reaching out to my doctors. I was reaching out to the associate directors and admins and so on. And inshallah, it did happen, but the path was. And again, after doing sessions for, because as I said, I was a core team for 1 year before. So I was like, we still got the question of what is GDSC, and I was like, okay, we are still doing the sessions, but we couldn't really reach out that much amount of people. But finally, I think things are going on the way, and we have wonderful core teams. And I personally need emotional support more than physical support. I was like, okay, I need someone at the back of me and say me, Pooja, you're doing good. Just go ahead. You don't have to worry. So, do you guys need that kind of validation? Like, Marwan, what do you say? Do you need validations in any sort to move forward, either physical or, let's say, kind words, or what do you say? Do you need it as personally, like as a GDSC lead?
Actually, I I I create a plan for for some events, for example, or for some stuff that I would do as a GDSC lead, and then sometimes I feel scared. What if it doesn't end well? What if it doesn't even start well? So, will I fail? But I say, like, you're scared, so do it scared, do it scared, and let things go like you don't care. Like, do it and let people say whatever you say about them, because at the end you're gonna do your analysis, and then you're gonna do your critical thinking, and you're gonna negotiate and talk to your team members and get feedback from them,
Mm.
and then you're gonna see if this goes well or not. Because in every idea, I talk to my core team. I tell them, hey, is this good? Even in editing, in video editing, if I'm finishing the editing, I send it first to my core team member to validate it, to see if there is some kind of error. One day they corrected some typos, and the other day they told me that there is a there is a bad um,
Background
there's a
or
bad voice, yeah, bad voice in the background because I wasn't wearing the headphones back then. So yeah, this kind of getting feedback is actually very beneficial for you as a GDSC lead, and will it the outcome of your work, if you rely on such feedbacks, will really be improved. So that's the thing that
so
I actually and we actually see.
do in your chapter. That's nice, actually. I think in the beginning, I actually personally I used to do that. I used to uh, take, let's say, if I'm editing on a post or something, usually used to send it on my core team. But then again, sometimes as a person you feel like, okay, am I bothering someone, or maybe they are busy with something more important. And then these things do happen with me personally, because again, we are sharing each other's journey here. So I think there is no use of me wearing a mask and say, no, I was not scared, or I'm just saying my inner thoughts here to you, all of you. So it did used to happen with me where I was like, okay, shall I share this? Maybe they're busy with university stuffs, or maybe they're busy. So it did happen with me sometime, but I think I just need to reach out more. Marwan, what do you say? I just need to reach out more then?
Actually, I'm kind of like you, because sometimes I don't share with them some things because I want to put my personal touch, my personal creativity, and I want to take responsibility of that creativity. So I post, or I complete the idea. So that's the thing behind it. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes if I really, I'm really hesitating maybe between an idea and another idea that one of them should get eliminated, I should ask my core team members.
That's the
So
worst
yeah.
thing. I think that's the worst thing when you have two options and then you're like, okay, shall I go with the left or shall I go with the right? And then there is always a conflict. So, best choice to like pull the trigger in front of your core team and show them. It's like, which one shall I go with? That's a good one. What
Yeah,
about you,
definitely.
Ahmed? What about you? Do you think like you seek as a GDSC lead or as a person in general, do you seek validation, or do you need validation in general to keep going?
Well, for me, I will answer like you at the beginning. You said like you wanted some emotional support. For me, I had a lot, as I told you, because I don't know. I don't know if it's like, to be honest, it is like that to be a member in GDSC community, because they will give you a mentor, they will give you someone who can help you, but at the same time, everyone just like want to be helped. You know, some of the leads like you had like an experience in being like a core team. So for me, I didn't have the same. I don't consider, I don't know, like I didn't have the same bath,
Best
but
answer, I
everyone
don't
had
know.
their own bath, you know. Everyone had their own bath, and actually I had like a lot of help from my fellow GDSC leaders. My mentor was really great. She helped me a lot about like how to prepare, how to organize, and after that, everything just went very well, you know, with the support of my colleague in the university. um, to be honest, it was not like easy an easy job to fill, you know, being the lead. It can I would say like a lot of pressure, and at the same time you have very such a big responsibilities, because at the end of the day, a lot of students want to learn about a lot of things. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes you have like to bring some colleagues, you know, some people to teach them, because you cannot like teach everything. You
By
know, you cannot
yourself,
like,
yes, you cannot teach
yeah,
everything
yeah,
by
you cannot
yourself.
be, you have like knowledge in some topics, but other topics it's very hard. So one of the things that I did, I had like editing course. We did like a Photoshop editing course. I had like to seek help from someone who can actually edit for me. It was like a difficult and almost impossible thing to do. So and it was like, as I told you, because my major had very few students, so Photoshop and editing was like something a lot of people who would like to join, you know, from any
Any
background, you know. So
background?
a lot of, yeah, so a lot of student was really interested. So I had like to start the hunt
You were
for
like,
to
you
find
were like,
like
I need to find someone to catch him and just teach this topic to my fellow members. I was like, that's
exactly that was the case. And And at the beginning, like I overthought about everything, but the ones like I asked my core team, like, do you have someone who can help me about this? And the amount of people they sent me, it was like crazy, and it was not hard at all to reach to those people, because everyone
So
need
true.
like love to help. So I had like to find someone who had like their schedule matching our schedule. So at the beginning, you like you see a lot of I don't know how to explain but like
At the beginning, you feel like lost, and
yeah, exactly,
yeah,
lost, and you feel a lot of pressure, like how would I do this, like especially about subject that you have
no idea.
no idea about, or but it was like everything was, I don't know if it was like easy like that for everyone. But it just feel like, from every experience you had, like everything like became like more and more easier. You just learn from those experience. You just like reach out to people. You just not need sometimes to ask, just like, because when you overthink about stuff alone, like
It's just gonna mess things
nothing.
up. When you
Yes,
overthink, when you
exactly.
start overthinking, it's just gonna mess things up for you. And I think,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And you will
and
develop
I'm a big
communication skills.
overthinker. I'm a big
Yeah.
overthinker. I think a lot.
Same here. Same here. All this overthinking, and I still make the worst decisions.
Good one.
I can relate. I can relate.
Yeah.
But it's, it is how it is. Sometimes you have just to reach out to people. You have to develop your communication skills. And as I said, like, I'm an introvert, so I feel you, Jabir. You said you are also an introvert, but you have sometimes just to go out and ask. It will definitely not like harm you to ask. So, and people are, I would say, nice.
People are
People
nice.
who,
Indeed.
yeah, people are nice. People just want to help. So this is about my
It's
Photoshop.
like the lyrics, like it's you are just one call away. So you just give them one call, and you just reach out to them,
Exactly,
and they will help you out. So true. Also,
exactly,
fun fact,
exactly.
because you just said Jabir as an introvert, I think it's a big lie, because when I personally Jabir was also a core team member, so I know him for a year or two. So because as I said, like, our sessions were completely at home, so we were doing our sessions from home. And when we started going back to campus from last year, I think September last year, and I met
Mhm.
Jabir and I had a talk with him. I was like, no, you were lying. You're not an introvert. I think, like, he improved. I can see his improvement as a person from GDSC itself. Like, before, in the very first sessions, sorry, Jabir, before, in the very first sessions, he used to say, like, Pooja, I'm scared and I don't know if I will do good. And even the previous leads, we used to like say, you're so good, just don't say this much. We feel like you're faking it. We feel like you're faking it. And then suddenly when the session happens, okay, cool. Jabir is back on his action and he's like, okay, doing his work. I was like, where is your introvertness? You were lying the whole time. So I think, is it the same for you, Ahmed? Like, I'm introvert, but then when the session
Exactly. Yeah,
happens,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
show your face, you show your real side. I'm just kidding.
One of the experience that I have, I help Mortada. He's like GDC leads in Tunisia's Faqs. So of course, I joined via like a Google Meet, but it was like an in-person event. So there was like a lot of student there joining. So Mortada was asking me. We were like talking. I couldn't see like what is going on the other side because the camera was shut down. So I couldn't like I hear voices, but I don't know who was speaking. So
One-sided conversation.
yeah, exactly. So Murtada was asking me. I can like hear a lot of people, but after like 10 minutes of sharing my experience and everything, I was hearing like a very loud hand clapping. So it turns out the event was like in a stage, and I was like
Oh,
in big screen and everyone was watching. So and I guess like more than 100 or 200 person, I guess, attending there. So it was like a very huge shock for me. So after that, as I said, like from experience, you have to learn from your experience, and you just have to let it go.
Marwan, you
It
have to
doesn't
say
actually make
something?
Yeah,
any difference.
that
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for you because you just avoided eye contact with people.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I know that
Of course,
introverts
but it
like
was
hate
such a
eye
shock
contact.
for me hearing all the hand claps. It was like, how
You
did
were
this
like,
work?
okay, from where is the sound coming? And then you see, okay, so many people are hearing you out. That also
Yes,
involves
and
it.
after the session, what did shared with me the picture, and I was like,
Okay,
oh,
it
I
was
am.
me then. And Marwan said, yeah, you just
Really.
avoided the eye contact thingy. Best thing. For an introvert, I think that's the best thing. You don't have to see people, you just do your thing and go. And then later on worry. It's fine.
Exactly.
What was the worst thing? What was the worst thing that happened during the whole journey of GDSC, or maybe during the core team member? Marwan, what was the worst thing for you personally? One of the worst thing. Okay, you can like fabricate it here and there, but what was the worst thing? Was there a
Actually,
bad
there is.
story?
Yeah, it was actually not bad, but a disappointing story because,
Okay.
we were planning for a hackathon, a local hackathon here in the whole country,
Mhm.
in collaboration with nearly 12 GDSC clubs. But due to some problems with the administration school and also some
There is
financial
always issue
problems,
with
it
administration. What?
got cancelled. Yes, it
They
got
are a big
cancelled. And
headache.
I just.
Oh,
oh,
I'm telling you, they're
like
a big headache.
it got cancelled, and all my work, all our work actually, all the work that we've put into the the hackathon planning and how to make it smooth, and a lot of ideas were in our minds as a club, as clubs also.
As
But
clubs,
then,
you said so
yeah,
many people were there. So as clubs.
yes, and we were like very disappointed, and I personally went to, I don't know, a mental breakdown for a week.
Oh,
Like I didn't really feel like doing nothing because I said I'm done for now. Just give me a give me a
it's like
break
I'm
because
done.
I was
I'm
so
done with all
stressed
this
with that.
extra pressure and
Yeah,
mental pressure. I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah. Because I was already in pressure with the hackathon. Then when you canceled it, it's so yeah. Back when a week later, I went back to normal and started doing my events and my videos and
It's
all
like,
that.
okay, I need 1 week to process what just happened, and then after 1 week, I'm normal. Yes.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
the thing. That was the thing. Was it same for you, Ahmed? Was it the same, similar
Well,
situation?
for me, I have already shared like the worst experience at the beginning. The the moment that I realized there was no student activities in my university, it was like really with the
It's like I
administration.
signed up for so many things and I was planning so many things. I applied, I also
Yeah,
accepted, got accepted, and now you say there is nothing, nothing that I can do on.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, and like doing the interview,
Yeah.
making the video.
Making the
Actually, it
video.
was for me making the video and upload it to YouTube and share it with my family to see it. It was like the most that I felt like, I don't know, I have never put in such pressure. For me, it was like a first thing. So I'm really proud of Marwan making
You, by the way, kudos to
content and
you.
everything.
Kudos to you that you said you did share it with your family and friends. Even me being an
Of course.
extrovert, I was like, I was so cringe and I was so, I was like, no, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can just
Yeah,
share this with my friends. No, no, no. Let them spare
No,
the
no,
time.
no,
yeah.
no. I have.
Mine is the cringiest. Even though I haven't seen your videos, but mine is the cringiest video ever created because I now it's like 14 views. If I ever I weekly check my YouTube account to see, because it's unlisted, you know.
Yeah,
If I ever see
15.
the views got incremented, then I will start worrying, because another man, another another person
Person.
person.
got cringed by
My
my
video.
video.
Okay, good fact. Actually, I didn't check my video as well. So maybe now you are making me question my video. I have to go and check how many views I have just to check if it is any two, three, or any the video or the view is increasing. Oh my god, such a cringy video. Oh. But it was at the end of the day, it was a good journey. Here we are, and
Yeah,
it's literally
Yes, it was.
almost the end of our journey. I think we just have 2 or 1 more months, and finally it's coming to an end. And oh my god, I sometimes I think like,
I,
how did the time pass so fast?
mm,
Sometimes it goes so fast, and when there is no event happening, you say, okay, why is the time not going? Like, especially for us, usually during the exam season, we don't really get to post videos or get to post content because everyone is stuck, everyone is busy. Even though let's say, even though I finished my exams, but maybe my core teams are still doing their exams, so I was like, no, I don't want to bother them, they're already doing. And then we already always put a timeline of, let's say, for 15 days we will be having a break, and then after 15 days, when everyone finishes the exam, we'll be doing it again. So then I was like waiting for those 15 days. Okay, when this 15 days will finish. So usually, is this, okay, cool question, just now it came into my mind, is it the same for you guys? Whenever you're in a restricted situation, you always get the brightest idea, and I was like, okay, I can do a session on this one, and I can do a session on that one, and then it just pops up, and then maybe you are not able to do the session because of external restrictions, or maybe some of you are having exam. So is it the same? Does this happen, or am I the only one?
happens all the time.
Of course, of course.
Happens all the time.
I can
That
definitely relate.
So I'm not the alone, so I can finally relax. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
yeah,
Yeah, usually it's
You
it's
know,
it's
for
such a
me,
bad time. It's such a bad time to get ideas, and you're like, Pooja, you have to focus on your project. You don't have time for this. And then again,
for me, what like one of the worst reason like to cancel something is all my sessions was in person. You know, I didn't do online session. Like I did collaborate with like for with you, or as I said with Murtada from Tunisia, with like a collaborate, but I didn't do like for my university. But for me, it's the worst when I want like to find like a place or a hall, you know, to book, but they like no, it's too busy, we cannot like give you that, or you know. So that is like the worst, and it's like the most frustrating thing, because I have all the people who want like to attend, and I am ready, the content is ready, like everything is ready, just give us like a place, you know,
place.
we will
Oh,
do it like
this place
even
thing.
outside.
This place thing.
Yeah.
Me and our ex lead wanted to do in-person session only for the members who are here with us for last 3 years or so. So we said it's gonna be only a member exclusive event, and believe me, the amount of trouble we went through to find a location, because again, there is no sponsorship in my GDSC, so you need cash, and getting cash from a sponsorship is quite difficult. Again, there is a lot of restrictions from GDSC, Mina as well, like you have to do form fill-ups and this and that. So we thought like, okay, maybe we will find someone, maybe find a location who would sponsor the space for us. My god, it's still on process, and hopefully I don't know what's the progress on it, but we're still searching it. So
hopefully.
that's one of the worst experience. Like, you want to do something, maybe you have the resources, but life is life, there will be something that will come in between, and then it will never happen, or it will have to be postponed for some reason. So yeah, I think we are almost at the very end of our session. There is two questions which I have taken from our poll. Just give me a minute, I will check and I will let you guys know. So Yeah, so there is a question. I think we already talked about worst parts, and there is one question: what is the best part about being a GDSC lead? And if you could sum up in one sentence, what would you say? Who would like to go first? It's a tricky
Ahmed, go
question.
first
I think it's
because
a tricky
I'm
question.
still thinking.
For me, networking, people are the best. They are the best thing that you can come out from this experience. The other leads and your colleagues who have like the same passion, like whenever like you want to do a project, you ever want like to do anything, you will find people to help you. And a lot of, as I like find out eventually by time, a lot of great projects as actually began with the with some situation like that, with the, I don't know, student clubs, with like tech clubs. There's like a lot of great projects have started like in this way, and sometimes like there is like, for me, my weakness is like with the designing, with the, I don't have, I guess, like artificial like sense. More about coding, more about like hard skills more than the soft
Soft
skills like
skill.
type of guy. Yeah, so but when you have like meet a lot of great people, like having like such opportunity to have like not only like a core team, but actually like members who, people who just don't have the quite enough time just to spend with you helping, but they have time with,
It's like they're
stuff. Yeah,
they're there
yeah,
on the
yeah,
background to help you out, to like cheer you
yeah,
and to
exactly,
support you.
exactly, exactly 100%. And a lot of like projects like just like outside GDSC, like studying projects, everything, like people, they will help you in everything. And I would not imagine like doing a lot of like subject class projects. I guess a lot of project that I would not do as the same as
Before.
if I do it like alone
Alone.
without their help,
Yeah.
yeah. Some, and the opportunity of meeting like student who have like more experience than me, like an older like student, so yeah. And every time I reach someone and I told them like I am GDC lead, like this it have like opened a lot of opportunities for me.
It's like, I
Like,
think it's the easiest way to reach out to someone. Let's say like maybe someone from a company, someone maybe a professor or something. You just say, "Hello, I'm a GDSC lead," and then you reach out. I think that's the best way to reach out to someone, and they do take you
yes, exactly.
seriously. I think that's the best thing. When you say GDSC,
Yeah.
people do take you seriously. They say, "Okay, this is a
Yes.
legitimate club," and they have the knowledge. And because we are selected by Googlers themselves, Google experts are doing our interviews and so on, so people do reach out to. So for Ahmed, it is network and people. What about you, Marwan? What would you say the best part?
For me, I would say it in one word: fun. Because it's fun. It's totally fun. Because you get the chance to to make sessions and to customize the sessions however you want. Because in traditional school or traditional university, you go and the teacher explain, and you find this boring, but you can control it because the teacher,
True.
uh, you know, it, you get angry of this system. So with GDSC, with student clubs, you get to uh, convert or make such sessions interactive, make it fun, make it enjoyable, make it full of memes, make it full of games. Uh, you try to make things that you will never get the chance to do it in front of your teacher. So this is one. Second thing is you get to know, as Ahmed said, you get to know more people, fun people. You can talk to your peers, not like in the school, like when you talk to someone in front of you or besides you, and to tell you, ah,
Someone in front
you're
of you.
talking, you're gonna get punished. What is this? we're not kids. So peer-to-peer learning is actually very beneficial for us as students, and very beneficial for us as learners and lifelong learners. And yeah, that's basically the thing that I see in GDSC. It also opens opportunities, as you said. Uh, if I weren't at GDSC, I wouldn't get the chance to meet you guys. So
Nice way
this
of
is
saying that.
Yeah,
Nice way of
voice
yeah,
saying
on.
that.
Mm.
yeah, this is really the thing. The work we're doing is amazing. All of us,
True.
to make our community better, and everyone who's looking to be a lead, take the chance. Whether you're extrovert or whether you're an introvert,
Extrovert.
you're gonna make it. Just do it. In the start, you're gonna do it. Gonna do it. Maybe you get scared. Maybe you get disappointed by some results that sometimes it's you feel like you did nothing, but it's just an illusion. So after that, or other, eventually you will see good results. And then when you come to a state of mind, or to a state that you're doing a great job, you're keeping your consistency to a high level, then you won't seek for validation. You're gonna hear some support, like we're supporting you and all that. But when you reach uh an average,
To a level, you
or a
know.
level,
Yeah.
yeah, a level of consistency, a level of good work, of a quality content, a quality workshops and sessions, and all people know about you as a lead, as a club, then you will just move forward, as Eren Yeager said, you know.
You just move forward. Nice way. Nice way of putting that out. I think everyone has a completely different experience. Like today's session really said that. Like Ahmed has a completely different session, or his completely different journey. Whereas Marwan and mine as well. So you don't really have to copy anyone, or you don't really have a motive of, let's say, I want to do 60 sessions, 70 session. Great thing about GDSC as a club, I think there is no pressure. There is no pressure like other clubs where they give you like a deadline. Okay, you have to do 60, 70 sessions, and it needs to reach, let's say, 100 plus people. There is no such restrictions. So when there is no restrictions, yeah, you do kind of get laid back, but again, okay, eventually you will be able to achieve it. You will be able to achieve it. And if you have the right set of people, if you have the right set of mind, and if you are, honestly, if you're interested, if it is something that you're interested, only then I think you can do good. If you're not, I think GDSC is not a platform for you. This session is not the right session for you. If you're not interested in GDSC, and if you're not interested in people development, in public speaking, in peer-to-peer learning, I think this is a bad choice for you. But if you are someone who are interested in all of these things, I think you're on the right spot, and you're good to go. And thumbs up to anyone who's listening this session. And yeah, thumbs up to anyone who's listening to this session and would actually want to do something forward. Again, thank you so much. We are almost on the end of this session. I think I had a blast. I literally had a blast. I was not expecting
Me too.
this session to be this good. And thank you for your authentic answers, Ahmed and Marwan. I think
Thank you
it
so
was
much.
literally transparent, and I didn't feel like there is a camera that's recording us, and it was really good. It was really good. Any last word, any piece
Exactly.
of advice for anyone who is hearing us out? Last
Exactly.
comment.
I would say, I'm sorry if I'm cutting you, Marwan.
No.
But I would say, this experience will definitely bring the best of you. And every club has their own way. You can definitely see it. Like every club have their own way of working. It's actually reflecting the I would say, the situation that every club have.
True.
but also it will, as I said, it will bring the best of you, and also you will learn a lot from this experience. The upscale training that we have, we didn't like quite say a lot about
Yeah,
this, but
there
I
are so
have
many things we still
learned.
didn't cover, but yeah,
Yes, I have learned like a lot of like Kotlin, Flutter,
machine
machine
learning.
learning,
Yeah.
cloud. Yeah, and every week we have this office hours. Like seeing you, Buja, like from the office hours, like I have seen the picture of everyone, so I have known, like I have noticed Boja like sending to Aya, like where is when we gonna like pursue it in English. So I know, like for sure there
I
was
am
like
the only
someone.
person who used to ask about English, and that's how people
Yeah.
know me.
So I know for sure like there is someone like Boja in the future. I will 100% sure, because it will be like it's difficult to know everyone like in 1 year, because there is like a lot of leads. But in the future, like when you reach to someone and you would say like I am part of this ecosystem, like I'm part of GDSC, like a lot of people help you. I know this for sure, because I
Sure.
have done this. There is like amazing lead named Farah from Saudi Arabia who have helped me a lot
Yeah,
on
I heard about Farah. Yes, I did
yeah,
hear about
who have
Farah.
helped me a lot on the quick labs. We had like some difficult ones, especially with the machine learning at the beginning, but everything like everyone want to help. Everything just go very smoothly, and yeah, you will definitely learn a lot of stuff. I would like compare myself before this experience and after it. I would not imagine having such a amazing colleagues, such a amazing experience, such amazing people to learn from, and to actually just like, so you cannot just
It's
I don't
like
know how
a
to
whole
say it.
1 year journey. It's so difficult to sum up in just few words and not thanking everyone and
Yeah,
not mentioning their names. And I know it's gonna be
it's
difficult.
not enough.
It's not enough.
One
The
year
time
is
is
not
not
enough.
enough. I understand. The time is not enough.
Of course. I just wish it never ends, just
Oh,
meeting new
that's a
people.
great way
Of
of
course, yeah.
great
Yeah.
way of ending it. It
That's
never
how
ends.
much great it is.
That's
That's how
nice. Anything you would like to add on? The last words, Marwan. What would be yours? Wise words.
Um, yeah, for anyone who's planning to join GDSC, whether as a member or a core team member or a leader, uh, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna grow as a student, as a developer, as a professional leader. What if even if you're a member, you're gonna get some leadership skills,
True.
because you're gonna, yeah, the leader will assign you a task, and then you will be responsible for that task. So that's part of the leadership. You're gonna take the responsibility of making that task completed in a good way, in the way that you can, but in a great way. And yeah, as you said, everyone has uh, his authentic or her authentic journey. And if you start of the club journey will dictate the rest of the
The
story.
journey, yeah.
So
Like,
yes, so just try it. Do like me. I feel I feel everything. Every firm I see about an
oh,
opportunity, I feel it. But first, I read the requirements. I see if I'm a fit. I feel it. If I'm not a fit, if I'm if I'm not fit, but if I'm hesitating between,
half it. Let's say like
uh,
you meet certain criterias, but there are criterias that don't doesn't match.
yes, yeah, if I'm half fit, I apply anyway. So and then I take the responsibility of, because I failed. I should do the work very efficiently, and I should uh, do it scared, as I said.
Do it.
So
I
yeah,
think the best
that's
thing is you started with the same word, and then again we are coming back to the same thing.
exactly.
Both of us,
So
Ahmed, Marwan,
yeah,
even me. I think we are coming back to the same topic that we were saying.
yeah, exactly. So I guess that's all I have, and I'm so happy to meet you, and
Thank you so much, guys.
uh,
Really,
yeah.
was not planning to take so much time. Our plan was like literally to finish it in an hour or so. But the conversations
Mhm.
were so authentic and so pure. And as I said, like there was no masking. We were literally ranting at one point about universities and administrations and this and that. So it was quite fun. And then our struggles here and there. But hopefully the journey comes to a good end, and anyone who's
Inshallah.
listening or who's seeing our videos and who is interested in GDSC to be at least, if you're not still interested to be a lead, maybe as a core team, just try. You will fail
Mhm.
at the end of the day. There is no loss. I think even if you fail, there is no loss, so just give it a try, and hopefully the journey holds best things for all of you, and all the very best for your future endeavors, Marwan and Ahmed. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So that
Great.
was good.
You're
That
welcome.
was a good session. And see you again, hopefully, in the next session. And have a great day.